everybody, and welcome to Kame House Party, the improv comedy Dragon Ball podcast, the best in the known universe. Our power level can be felt from here all the way past the outer rim of the solar system. That's right, Pluto's feeling our power level out there. And we're back again for another week as my co-host shakes his head.
We're so powerful, no one needs to know our names.
Exactly. No one needs to know our names, but I'll tell them to you right now. I'm Vince.
I'm Aaron.
And yeah, I already did that little intro bit, so we're going to get right into it because we got another great episode of Dragon Ball to talk about. But as is our tradition, got to do a little bit of Kame housekeeping. And that usually starts with the world famous UN sanctioned 1 minute roundup. Soaring eagle sound. Ah!
Well, being out here in Yellowstone and watching the majesty of nature just fills my heart with so much joy.
Great. Yeah, no, thank you. I was hoping that this tour would be a little bit more informative. You've been talking a lot about your feelings. And I just want to make sure I hit all the landmarks before I have to go back to the big city.
Well, you city slickers, first of all, let me just say you fill me with also joy that you can experience this splendor. I mean, you want some facts about Old Faithful over there?
Yeah,
about to blow.
Really would. Oh, really? Okay, great. Mm-hmm. Is there like some kind of interval that this happens on? Like
look, search your heart. You'll know when she's about to go. Certainly there's not a sign that could right? Is that a real thing? Is that a real thing?
I know, right? I'm going off of Looney Tunes logic. I'm there with you.
Old Faithful.
There's a wooden sign painted Old Faithful.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna go off as soon as you run over it trying to chase some wascally rabbit.
That's why hunting season we put up even bigger barricades. But that, ladies and germs, is the improvised scene that we do at the top of the show to loosen or tighten our improv muscles for whatever the episode discussion calls for throughout the rest of the episode. But that gets us to the 1 minute roundup proper, where one of us, this time Aaron, has 60 seconds to summarize everything that has happened in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z up until this point. We do this so that you, the listener, or the viewer, if you're watching on YouTube, hello, that you don't have to go back and watch every single episode of Dragon Ball Z, or listen to every single episode of the podcast to get caught up to where we are now. Though, a lot of freaks do that stuff. They get all the way down into the weeds. So if you want to be like those creepos, be our guest. But now I have one final question. Aaron, are you ready to round up?
I probably. Let's find out, baby. 3, 2, 1. Dragon Ball is about 7 magic crystal balls. You collect them all, you get any wish you want. The main character is Goku. He was a little boy. He did a bunch of karate. He made a bunch of friends through that karate. He also made a lot of enemies through karate. He beat up a lot of enemies through karate. He mainly stopped people from taking over the world using the Dragon Balls. He entered martial arts tournaments to test his might. He finally won the third one he entered, beating the son of a demon king. We ain't got time for that because we got to go to the future where Goku's a man. He has a kid, a wife. The kid's not a bastard. Oh no, I lost so much. Look, there are aliens that exist. Goku was an alien. Other aliens from that planet came down. They beat him up. He died, trained, came back to life to beat up more aliens from his home planet. But then his homies died. So they all went to another planet to get the Dragon Balls because the Dragon Balls disappeared. They met Frieza, the strongest being in the universe. Goku beat him by becoming the legendary Super Saiyan. They all came back. Androids are here, and they were warned by a kid from the future. And Goku's in a coma, kind of. And the androids are here killing people.
Whoa. Hell yeah.
Well,
Look, that had all the drama of a feature-length film.
I
Slow build, you caught yourself in the middle. At that 30-second mark, you turned on the afterburners like it was Nos in a Fast and Furious movie, and you got everything in at the end. Kudos. But if you, the
think
listener, think you could do a better job than Aaron just did, you can send in your 1-minute roundup. It could be just audio or video. You can send that in to kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. Be part of the show. It could be fun.
yeah.
Lot
Don't make it just
more.
video though. That would be a problem.
Okay, yeah, that would be a problem.
I get if you subtitle it,
Ooh.
forcing us to read it,
Oh my gosh.
maybe.
Forcing us to do a dub.
Mhm.
It's never been done before on this here podcast.
If you send in some sort of one-page script where we recount Dragon Ball to each other, yeah, why not that?
Yeah, we're taking all formats. I love it. And I also love that we're getting to the final piece of Kame housekeeping, where I tell the listener that Aaron and I watch two different versions of the show. I watch the English dub, while Aaron watches the original Japanese language English subtitled version of the show. And usually the first difference. Oh wait, I got to tell you why. Because comparing and
Mhm.
contrasting is fun. That's right. What they told you in grade school is still true today. And what's usually different is the title. It's the first thing that we notice. So I'm going to start with this week's episode title, which is
Mhm.
episode 138 of Dragon Ball Z, Closing In. It took
Huh, that's
everything
it,
in my, yeah,
huh?
that's it. It's real. I took everything in my body to not do closing time. When you're Goku sleeping, waiting for the androids to come.
So gather all your fighters, move into the battle. Vegeta has no more friends.
Closing time.
Ha-
Piccolo's and Kami's talking trash and getting to the merger.
I know who I want to fight next.
I know who I want to fight next.
I know Yamcha tried to study martial arts from a book.
No. Stop.
Oh.
Because now we're getting into the episode. And you haven't given us your title yet.
You're right. I haven't. Now I'm just thinking about how fucking rich. I don't even know the name of their band, but the guy who wrote it is just like, I'm rich because of one song, because every fucking bar plays it.
Every bar plays it. Every fucking bar.
He's,
Even now, you'd think that in 2023 that'd go away. But is there no good emo music now? Is all
is
good
there?
emo music from the 90s?
I don't know if that would classify as emo,
No.
but we
Well,
can't get into
it's in
that.
my book.
He sounds sad. Yeah, makes sense.
I know one other thing that you know, which is the Japanese language title translated for this week's
All
episode.
right, I'll give it fine. So the original title for episode 138 of Dragon Ball Z, roughly translated, is "Walking Weapons of Mass Destruction. The artificial humans draw near. Goku." Period.
Oh, they got Goku in there.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm excited. I didn't know Goku was in this episode until your title.
I mean, blink and you miss him.
It's true. He is very briefly in this episode.
He's more of a prop in this one, I think.
Kind of literally used as a prop for a joke
Mm-hmm.
that Yamcha makes. But that's too far ahead. That's
Okay.
after the break.
We got to talk about the green men.
Mm-hmm. Piccolo has arrived at the lookout and is chatting with Kami about, hey, Earth is in danger. You and I may be the only thing keeping this whole thing together. Um, and Kami, they have their mind body connection. Kami's like, Piccolo, I know, I get it. Like, I understand why you're here. I understand why this would work. If we do merge, then we might become the most powerful being, uh, and we might be the only ones to stop the androids. Kami even says, like, I don't even know if Goku would be helpful in this fight. But we also get a montage of Piccolo. And Kami says, like, beating the odds,
Beating
but
the odds.
in like two of the clips, it's Piccolo sacrificing himself. So I don't know if he beat the odds.
That's that. You really beat the odds by caring about a child. If never bet on that.
What? Wait, are you telling me that you and Popo were up here betting on the outcomes of my battles?
Hell yeah.
Popo took the line on the fight with Raditz. I'm up 250.
I mean, it's low stakes stuff, but it's something to do to keep us from being bored.
All right, fine. Tell me, what was the over under when I fought Frieza in his second form?
Ooh, that. Let's just say, not a lot of faith.
Popo gave you -3.5.
Which I don't understand gambling that much. Again, that's why I owe Popo a lot. I owe Popo.
You owe Popo quite a bit, Kami. And just so everyone knows, -3.5 in this context means Piccolo would have been killed in more than 3 minutes. What? I got my ass kicked.
I mean, but then it got confusing because he kept saying 5 minutes, but then like weeks passed by here on Earth. We couldn't really do the calculations, and that one was kind of a wash.
Yes, Popo and Kami took it as a wash. Everybody got their money back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Popo, he runs DraftKings, if you didn't know.
While you were gone, Popo went ham on the internet and created DraftKings. Jesus, Popo. You've addicted thousands to sports gambling.
I mean, before you judge us, before you judge us, me and Popo, how about doing a collab? DraftKings Piccolo.
Oh, I like the sound of that. DraftKing Piccolo. Yes, of course. You see green, you get green.
Oh, Piccolo, all we have to ask you to do is maybe throw a fight or two.
What? My pride won't let me throw a fight.
Okay, fine. Well, if nothing else, maybe I'll fuse with you because it would erase all my gambling debts.
Wait, Kami? This was for the Earth's. This is for the sake of the Earth, not for expunging your gambling debts.
I'm in deep, Popo.
Jeez, you guys.
Corin's gonna break my legs.
Corin? With that stick, he's gonna break your legs?
He's very strong for a cat.
Do I hear Kami up there? He's been avoiding me all week.
Oh, quick.
I couldn't say.
Siri, shut up. Don't blow my cover.
And
see.
Siri coming in. I didn't know we had a third host.
Siri's a big narc. She does love the NSA.
She does. Siri loves the NSA.
So a few things in my he doesn't like, in mine, Piccolo comes in real hot and is like, all right, Kami. Oh, that's not a Piccolo. I'm not my voice is a little used from an evening of fun. But Piccolo comes in hot and is like, I don't really want to fuse with you. I just need like a quick power up. And then he tells Kami that all he's good for are the Dragon Balls.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. But then Kami's like, yeah, you're right. Can't argue with that. And that's when they get into the montage and he's just like, yeah, you're strong. You're beating ass. You're way above my level.
Yeah. Kami says something along those lines. It's like, oh, Piccolo's even surpassed what I thought he could be. And says that Piccolo is stronger than he is now. So yeah, Kami fusing with him would just kind of be a small power boost if we are to take the power scaling into effect.
Mm-hmm.
But that would probably require some research that we're not going to do because we don't do research on this show. In case you didn't know,
Don't.
so if you find that we're skipping over some Dragon Ball factoids, you can send those over hashtag KHP research in the subject line, and we'll read them on air. Have a lot of fun with them. But all that's to say is Kami doesn't end up wanting to merge with Piccolo just yet. And I'm wondering if this was different in yours, because he kind of says, he's like, I'm not really sure these androids are here to destroy the Earth like you say. There may be some other things at play that we have not foreseen yet. And so then Piccolo's like, I'll just sit here then until you're ready. Also, I think you're scared. I think you're scared, old man. Scared to merge with a real one.
Yeah, you don't think you've got it in you anymore. Take some green chew.
Some green chew.
Piccolo's collaborating with everyone.
Hey, why don't you try some 4 hymns? That way you'll be at attention and ready to merge at any time.
Are your antennae thin or not there anymore? The best medicine is prevention. Prevent thinning antennae with 4 hymns.
That's 4hymns.com/greenman.
Use my discount code BeatUpGohan for 20% off.
Oh, these promo codes are getting out of hand.
they have to keep getting longer and longer.
Mm-hmm.
Before we leave the lookout, I think the last thing in mind is they do have that conversation where Kami's like, I don't know if they're, that much of a threat. They're kind of not killing anyone right now. That'll change. And Piccolo's like, well, they beat our asses essentially. And then Kami acts like a principal. He's like, well, you started it.
Oh, yeah. I didn't get that part. I didn't get that part of like the you started, which is true. If they had just listened and didn't jump in when Vegeta was about to get got, then they probably would have avoided a little bit of strife. But the plot must go on, just like this episode has to move on to Krillin, Tien, and Trunks flying off to Goku. Tien is like, I'm gonna peel off and go get Chaozu, do some more training. I'll meet up when you guys, whenever you're ready. Which is just kind of bullshit. I didn't like that. I was like, Tien, I think you need to stay with them.
He's got Trunks. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I just assume he's like, look, the sitter, Roshi and Turtle, they charge by the hour. I got to pick up my little clown kid.
Wait a minute. That you bring up a really interesting point that I hadn't paid attention to. Chaozu is with Roshi.
Yes.
They're going to move Goku to Roshi is what we find out in this scene. Krillin's like, we're going to move Goku to Roshi's place. So where was Tien going? Oh, now my third eye is screaming. I'm trying to figure it out.
To pick up Chaozu, and then they're going to go somewhere else, wherever their training place is.
Fair. I guess that makes sense. I was trying to allude that maybe Tien, it's like the world might end. We might all die to androids. Gotta find launch. That's what I really want him to say.
Maybe, yeah, Chaozu, that's just an excuse. They go over to Kami's like, what's Chaozu still doing here? What do you mean?
Tien said he was coming to get you.
What? No, I haven't seen him. Is he all right? Hold on, let me text him real quick. Where you at? Boop, 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 boop. Send. He's a slow texter. Hold on, I'm waiting. Okay, see the 3 dots?
On my way to get you. Get your bags ready.
Oh no. He sent the coded message he sends. When shit's real. All right, get my bug
Chaozu,
out
you gotta
there.
tell us what's going on.
Don't worry about it. It's nothing related to anyone who might have blonde hair or blue hair.
Blonde hair? Does that mean he's found another Super Saiyan?
I mean, if you listen to earlier episodes of the podcast, that was certainly a discussion that was had. So sure.
I won't press any further. I'm gonna go back to studying this martial arts magazine.
Wait, we haven't gotten there yet, but yeah, you keep doing that, loser.
And see. It's like,
And then, yeah, Tien, Launch are just coming on a motorcycle, picking up their little, their adopted clown child.
But now we get to the most exciting part of the episode that we spoiled twice now. But we go to Goku's house and Yamcha is thumbing through an instruction manual or a martial arts magazine, trying to pick up some new moves while he's chilling at Goku's place.
He doesn't say anything in mime, and he said there was like a gag with it.
I was a little
later?
early on the gag. The gag comes in when Krillin and Trunks show up.
Okay. Yeah, this is very funny. Just Goku being sick and Yamcha like, it worked for Gohan, I think.
No wonder that pipsqueak got so strong.
Those have to be Gohan's books.
But if they were, Chi-Chi would not allow them in the house. She'd use them for kindling before she'd let Gohan read them.
Okay. Let's narrow this down. One.
Okay.
Not Goku's. Can't read.
Can't read. Check.
No, he did learn how to read. Canonically. He had to read those nudie mags.
That's
He had
right.
to read those letters to the editor. But I don't think he wouldn't give a fuck. He's not going to read some book to learn how to do martial arts.
And yeah, they could be Gohan's. Maybe Ox King gave them to Gohan. Don't show your mom.
Yeah, he's got martial arts books under his bed. But that would mean that Yamcha's either... Here's what I kind of want to get at. Aside from Yamcha just rifling under a child's bed for something to do. Because the science books are too hard. I think Yamcha brought that. That's where I'm at.
He had that on him?
Mm-hmm. In his back pocket.
He's like, I should have done this before I got run through by the androids.
Yeah, dying a bunch, really. He's like, back to basics. Okay, punch.
I like that. I also think it could be maybe Chi-Chi's one martial arts book that she learned to get closer to Goku. Like that's what she was reading before the last martial arts tournament. But Yamcha having it in his back pocket this whole time is pretty rad too. I like that.
That's what he's so desperate to be good at anything.
and speaking of desperate, you know how 17 is desperate to find a car? Well, they finally did in this next scene. The Lucky Foods truck.
Mm-hmm.
I love that logo, and I love the two the two drivers in their like big bomber jacket coats. And Aaron is referencing for the video listeners to his cool ass poster that he got at an anime convention that we both went to.
I think
16,
if
17,
you're watching
18.
the video, that very scene is immortalized in the background.
But what's not immortalized in the background of Aaron's image is this joke about that the drivers make about the age of the coffee from the dispenser.
Ooh, very nice. Go on.
First one. I don't know. I don't like the looks of this coffee. Oh, you think it's fresh? He goes, the other one says, fresh. It's about as old as my mother-in-law. Then they both chuckle.
They do tend to be older than us.
That's right. Parents, am I right? Older than the kids.
Why is that funny?
I'm still laughing. Clearly, it's a joke.
Old as
my mother.
My mother. I just don't understand how that's also a slam. Even from like an old timey perspective of mother-in-law, of unironic mother-in-law jokes. Okay, let's I think what you're asking me is that we have to workshop this joke for them.
Yeah. Go on.
So let's for the sake of the exercise, we'll keep the premise. I don't know. This coffee looks old. Do you think it's fresh? Okay, so what's the punchline the other guy can say involving his mother-in-law?
Okay.
Do we keep them? I feel like we keep the mother-in-law?
I mean, let's see if we can find something with mother-in-law.
Okay.
Is it fresh? I guess the line is like, I guess it's as fresh as my mother-in-law's cooking.
That could be
good.
Because
cooking's always bad. The food is never good. Chicken tastes like wood.
Yeah. Wait, are you talking about my barbecue? that I had you over? Okay.
No, I'm not talking about your barbecue.
Okay, good.
Your chicken tastes like good.
Yeah. It's a good save. Fresh as fresh, it's about as fresh as my mother-in-law, which is to say not very, because her personal hygiene leaves something to be desired.
Fancy the good lucky truck drivers we are. Is there anything
Let's
else?
just say her initials are B.O.
You card.
Beatrice Ottoman. But it could also stand for bodily odoriferous.
I think we've mined that for all it's worth.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I guess it is
in the eventual
joke.
Dragon Ball Z remake. That's the new joke.
What? Both.
Both make it in there.
The scene extends for like 3 extra minutes, and it's just that riff.
I bet you if we could get to Toriyama and say like, this is our plan for a Dragon Ball remake, and it's just longer, funny scenes. I think he'd be down for that.
It's Dragon Ball Z. Haha.
Okay.
And it's just side characters with all like fighting in the background. Like all the fighting's like each person's like 1 pixel big.
Oh, it's super far away.
Mm-hmm.
So you're aware that it's happening, but there's just gags happening in front. I love it.
Like the Namek saga, there's just always one distant star in the background. And at the end of the fight, the star just gets a little brighter. So you know the planet exploded.
And everybody turns like, huh, wonder what that was.
Anyway, my wife. Yeah, the androids come, they want the van, and they get it pretty easily. 18 picks up the van and just knocks all the boxes out so he can sit in the back. Or not 18, 16 does this.
Yeah.
18 is like, remember, I want some new clothes before we go to Goku's house. And then the androids are off. They're driving away.
They're off, and we're off to a commercial.
Welcome, one and all, to Riley Hopkins and their amazing friends, the actual play podcast that steals. What does that mean? That means that we take stories from corporations and come back and tell our own fanfic-inspired actual plays with them. We do things like a Star Wars podcast that takes place 300 years after The Last Jedi. What if any Zoids media was good? We tell stories in those spaces that are better than the ones that the corporations tell us because we're not fucking cowards. Please, come join us at Riley Hopkins and their amazing friends to hear a plethora of wonderful stories every once in a while on the Moonshot Podcast Network. Riley Hopkins and their amazing friends. Hosted by me, Riley Hopkins.
Look, you're going to breeze over this. Vegeta was very angry the next time we see him, which is after the commercial break, vowing to destroy those androids and also flexing his power to destroy all the rocks around him. We get it, bro. But that's a nice... It has nothing to do with this next scene, which has nothing to do with anything, which is one of the most fun things that has happened in this saga thus far. Androids are on the road. They're doing their road trip. While riding through a tunnel, they get harassed by some bikers. Aaron, my first question. What do you think the English name of the biker gang is?
I mean, I know the Japanese name.
Ooh.
And it's pretty good and long and stupid.
Oh my
so
God.
So will you give us the title?
Yes,
of
I will.
Your biker gang.
This biker gang is called the Toad Warriors.
No, it's fucking not.
Yes, it is.
The Toad Warriors?
The Toad Warriors.
They have like lightning bolts.
I had to stop the video and turn on closed captions to make sure I wasn't hearing things. I thought, oh, maybe this is just, brain decay from me watching the Mario movie and all I can think about is Toad. Maybe I just want more Toad stuff in the world. Maybe I want to be the voice of Toad. Ha ha! Ha ha! Mario! Look, I can do it. Hire me, Disney. Move over.
It's Illumination.
Michael Key. But yeah, no, it's Toad Warriors.
That's
Hey, sweet cheeks. Why don't you get out of that car and join the Toad Warriors?
He said join the Toad Warriors.
Yeah, the guy's like, come on over here, babe. Join the Toad Warriors.
The coolest biker gang in the world. Hell's Angels, losers. Sons of Anarchy, more like Sons of Malarkey.
That's right. So join the Toad Warriors.
Yeah, listen to our boss.
I'm the toughest guy there is on any motorbike. And I'll show you what it means to be a real one like this guy.
We run drugs, which are just little bits of his head we chop off.
Never get high on your own supply.
Boss, you're getting high right now. Because you've been blown to bits by Android 18.
No! Keep the name.
Oh, I have to tell you my version, I guess.
Yeah. We can't gloss over yours.
So the name of this biker gang for episode 138 of Dragon Ball Z, roughly translated is, I hope it's like the exact translation actually, but here we go. Invincible Lords of the Highway.
Invincible Lords of the Highway? These names suck. Both of them. Invincible Lords of the Highway. That at least that fits their whole lightning bolt vibe. It fits their whole mono motorcycle riding ass. Oh,
I'm so mad at the Toad Warriors, though.
I know.
Why? What pun are you making?
I don't know.
What? You don't have any toads on your thing.
No, there's no toads involved. They're not driving through a marsh.
Dode, Fode, Frode, the Chode. Look, I'll take a Chode Warrior.
What I mean, I'd even take the load warriors. Like they're carrying loads on the highway from point to point.
The Trode. No, that's certainly not a word.
But it's
The Hode
better
Warriors.
than Toad. The Hode Warriors?
Yeah, they
All
the
right,
Code Warriors.
the drugs aren't working. We've got to sell our bodies.
Oh, whatever you say, boss.
And I say sex work is work.
Yeah, we're gonna do it real legitimate, like ethical.
With ethanol. That's what we power our bikes with.
Yeah, well, then we can get those e-bikes.
That's right. So get out there and make Papa Toad some money.
We each started our own OnlyFans. We did still call it the Toad Wars.
Brand active. All right. Okay, we gotta move on from the name because something else happens in this.
Are you talking about
That's
the
crazy.
murders?
Yeah. 17 quickly dispatches of 3 of the bikers by running them over in the van. He plays chicken with a train, and I picked this up.
Mhm.
I don't know if you did, but one of those bikers, after we see them like flabbergasted that the truck survived the run-in with the train,
Mhm.
one of them is Fangs the vampire. It's the exact same model as Fangs the vampire.
Look, I know that they're just like, fuck, we got to fill this biker gang up. We got to bring some old heads because they bring Bulma in for one shot. It's like a pink-haired Bulma
Oh,
with
okay.
the side pony.
Mhm,
But in my
mhm.
heart of hearts, you know it's me, baby. You know after fighting, I gotta join this gang.
shit! Fangs! Fangs is back. Fangs, what up?
Hey, thank God I lived through these androids, killing all my friends, making us fly through billboards.
That's right. That's right. Can you tell us like what was going through your head as you were flying through those billboards?
I was trying to think of a better name for this dang gang. Totally.
Oh shit! Yeah, they should be called the Fangs.
I'm like, I'm very low in the ranks.
Okay.
Like I think I'm like a private. If we compare it to military, to the Reverend Minari, which I was not a part of.
Mm-hmm.
To be clear, that's a different guy. I'm like a private. I'm like, I can't run in there being like, hey, I know I just joined your organization, but what if we all named ourselves after me?
Look, Fangs, I think
Inconsiderate.
I think based on the reception of the name Toad Warriors, I think you have to. It's for the good of the gang.
Well, our leader and half of our members did die horribly from these
Yeah.
androids.
Our condolences. Aaron couldn't be
Thank
here
you.
to see you this week, but
I know I always miss them. And miss them. We have a written correspondence.
oh, that's good. That's good. I'm glad you guys are able to stay in touch.
Yeah, we do the snail mail, and I always sign it by biting into the bottom corner of the paper and making 2 little holes. And that's how you know it's me, baby. Home.
I'm sorry. Is that the actual noise you make?
I just, another letter sent off. Look, maybe I'll be back if they need, like, I don't know, another group of people. Fill
Okay.
out with pointy ears.
Fangs, I just want to say we really appreciate your commitment to being a part of this franchise and this series. We love to see it. We hope to see more of you in more scenes. So will you come back if we see you again, Fangs?
Absolutely. I mean, look, no small parts, just small actors.
Well, you're
I
certainly a
love the
big
work.
actor.
Well, bless your heart. That means a lot to me. All right. Well, I think the sun's coming up, so I gotta go.
All right, Fangs.
Am I affected by that? I forget. Probably
Look,
not.
I don't want to get into it because you were out during the day on the bike chase. So I I think that would just muddy the waters at this point, Fangs. But
You're right. Anyway, turn into a bat.
oh, there he goes!
Flap, flap, flap.
Squeak, 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 squeak. Oh,
Vince, I passed out because I smelled a stinky cheese. All of a sudden,
God, Aaron! I told
cartoon
you,
style.
bottle that shit up.
I look. It's on me because I did see a cloud that was shaped like a skull and two crossbones coming towards me, and I didn't do anything to avoid it. So
I know you. You say, "Come what may."
I'm just real laissez-faire when it comes to the smelliness of cheese. But I'm back
Okay, you're back. You missed Fangs. Just have to say,
again.
he's probably gonna write you about it.
Okay,
Huh.
just so
We
you
gotta
know,
get
I
you
signed.
guys
I signed
on the same episode at some point.
at some point. But that's kind of it. It's just there's another part to this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the biker gang they finally have a face off. They want to fight. 18 has electricity powers that she kind of uses to scare them off. But then out of the blue, we hear sirens, biker gang skedaddles, and two cowboyed up cops come in trying to put handcuffs on the androids. Vince, do you know what their crime was? What they're being arrested for?
No, tell me.
What for stealing the van? That's it. No,
that's it?
No murder, no destruction of public property, no mayhem.
Theft?
Grand theft.
Okay. Well,
Part
in mine,
5.
they're accused of being the leaders of the bike gang.
Oh, that's what
in the English dub, they get confused by the sheriff to be the leaders of the bike gang. Sheriff shows up, he's like, "We don't mind. We let the others get away. We got the ringleaders right here." And they do sound country fried.
You know they're the leaders of the bike gang because they have 0 bikes and they drive a
bike
van.
in sight. We got them.
Mohawk, that's a biker. Jean vest, biker.
Also biker. Bandana around the neck. That's a biker if I ever saw one.
And a scoundrel. If we go by Western rules. 3 bad hombres right here.
Y'all ain't getting out for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Get used to these cuffs.
Wait a minute.
Iron bracelets.
These very expensive. It says unbreakable right on the cuff.
Thanks to this sizable budget we got from the town, we got unbreakable handcuffs.
Mm-hmm. We would have brought the tank out, but we just had it waxed. We don't want to scuff it up.
We did spend it on this car. Wait, what's that young lady doing? Put that car down, young lady.
No.
Oh, dang it.
Well, look, we got 20 more. Even though we're a 2-person police force, we got 20 more in the garage.
It's all good. We'll let y'all off the hook.
Mm-hmm. Look, here's a warning.
Don't go stealing Lucky Food brand vans.
Mm-hmm. That brand's owned by the mayor.
Who happens to be, takes off his hat. Puts on a Texas tie.
Puts on a mayor hat.
Yeah, puts on a mayor hat.
What? End scene. What's a mayor hat? I know they don't exist.
But what is one?
Can we make one? The mayor should wear hats, and it should be a very specific
it should be like
hat.
a shorter top hat, like a trilby or something like that.
Maybe
a bowler cap.
A bowl. You know what? We should reserve bowler caps for not just James Bond villains, but for mayors.
I want to see Mayor Eric Adams in a bowler hat right now.
Just start it just says May. There's the seal of the city you're a mayor of right on the cap. Everyone knows because it used to be the weird.
Key.
Mm-hmm. The key to the city that opens any lock in the city. Because it used to be the joke was like the sash, right? That just said mayor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no one, Vince. If I ever become mayor, Here's my campaign promise to you. No sash. Funny hat.
You got my vote. Got my vote. I'm gonna find a way to absentee vote.
No
PA.
sash. Funny hat. No sash. Funny hat.
Funny hat. I think that could beat if I ran on that platform, I'd beat Eric Adams. Easy. I get the rats to vote for me.
Now, as just like a goof, I kind of want like, how hard is it to run for mayor? Very.
No, that's the
Seems
thing.
easy.
It's easy to run for any local office. Anyone could do it.
That's true. That is the whole point, huh?
Yeah.
I guess I meant actually being elected. So, funny story about local government, aside from the embezzling that actually went on afterwards.
Gotcha.
In the town where in the very small town that my trade school was at, a few years back, basically it was the same mayor, same city council for like years and years and years. This young guy who just moved there, and I think he was trying to get into he was trying to get into state senate. He was like on his start. He won the mayoral election, had zero government experience in any capacity, but he just went door to door, and he went door to door where the other folks didn't want to go. And that's how he did. Like, he just personally went like knocking on doors, like, "Hey, I'm running for mayor. Vote for me."
It's a good strategy. I have if I may, I have a personal story about knocking on doors.
Okay.
Long time ago in a land far, far away called Wilmington, Delaware, my father ran for a city council position, and being the good family that you gotta be, that forward facing family aspect of it, I was out there handing out flyers, asking people to vote for my dad, and it sucked.
Would you
It's hot.
say
It was hot out
did you
there.
say my dad, or did you say
Oh no,
Vince Mazzini? You wouldn't say my dad.
well,
Please
the
vote for my
flyers had my
papa.
dad's face on them. I actually have one right here.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
the image is there.
So you would just make the same face.
I would be
It's
like,
on the picture.
vote for Vincent White, and they'd be like, wait a minute, is that? I'm like, yeah, that's my dad.
Yeah, the knucklehead.
Gross, right? Embarrassed by my. Well, now he's in the city council position, and he's making a lot of awesome things happen for the city and state of Delaware. So, kudos.
All because you
Pops.
went out on the street.
Yeah, that's all me, baby. My
Yeah.
name's on that. Vincent White.
I know you're not a citizen. Wait, you did. Well, you're no longer a resident of Delaware. You don't have to say it on the pod if you don't want. Did you
Yeah,
vote
we
for
don't
your
have to get
dad?
into
Were
it.
you able to vote for your dad?
Not on his recent placement, because he filled a vacant seat due to somebody passing away during COVID. So it was a special appointed position that he has now for the next year.
He House of Cards it.
He did. He House of Cards did.
Regardless of who's in that show, we can reference it.
We can reference it.
That
Yes, my dad plays Call of Duty late night.
He talks with a southern affectation now.
Called me up. Well, son, who the hell is this?
He started talking into the camera.
We're at dinner.
Look, not before. Moving on. Goku's house. Krillin and Chucks finally get there. But before they go into that, before they start knocking on the door, Krillin's like, Trunks, look, real quick. You know, the androids, are they really, quote, rotten to the core?
I think it gets translated into mine as like, are they really as bad as you say they are? Then, of course, Trunks is like, of course they are, Krillin.
Yeah.
They're ruthless androids. They'll kill anything.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Trunks like, why are you ask? He's like, nah, no reason. Just thinking out loud.
I don't have
Literally
a boner.
thinking out loud. There's a thought balloon that comes up.
Yes. And what is he thinking of?
That
18,
one.
wishing him good luck and giving him a little cheek kiss.
Wait, hold on. I don't know if we discussed this. Was that his? That wasn't his first kiss.
No,
Didn't
it couldn't have been
wait.
his first kiss. Because I'm sure Bulma never gave him a kiss on the cheek, or Launch
Mm,
never gave him a kiss on the cheek.
no. Did Marin kiss him?
Marin definitely
Ever?
gave him a kiss on the cheek.
I
I,
don't
I feel like we
know.
had to see that.
I don't know. Krillin would be the kind of guy that's like, yeah, we're dating, but smooch.
Kiss her? No thanks.
We're not married.
I thought you had to have a nose to kiss.
To breathe, yeah. How else can I breathe?
That's it. Krillin can't kiss because he might suffocate.
He might die. The kiss of life is the kiss of death. For that
Brushing
short
this
guy.
off because it's time
Okay.
to hit the button. Because that is, and I'll reiterate again. Krillin afraid to kiss because he might suffocate due to not having a nose is canon, not Nick Cannon. It's true.
And I want to kiss so bad.
Oh my god.
I do. The problem is we can't go back and look.
No.
Could I would search Marin Krillin kiss right now, but my hands are proverbially tied.
Yeah, due to the no research clause that I mentioned at
if
the
you-
top of the show.
So if you have photographic evidence of Marin and Krillin smooching, send it in.
Yeah, we want screens.
Yeah. Don't just write in and be like, I heard that they kissed here. Don't send in baseless rumors.
Yeah, we want no speculation, no rumors. We want evidence.
Yeah, I don't need blind item style comments. This short king of a Z fighter was seen with a certain blue-haired temptress and not the one you think.
Those 6 dots on this cool guy's forehead are for more than just looking. They're for smooching.
Anyway, what we're saying is that Krillin, he's thinking about someone.
Mm-hmm. We don't know if she sneezes or not, but isn't that the thing? If you sneeze randomly, it's because somebody's thinking about you or talking about you.
I thought it was talking in anime. I know it's if someone's talking about you, you'll sneeze.
Ah, okay. In real life, it's just allergies.
Yeah. In real life, go to the doctor, please.
Please go see someone. Stay at home. But they knock on the door. Yamcha opens it. And it's like, Goku's been chilling. He seems to be doing fine now. Yamcha's like, I assume since you guys are here, you've defeated the androids. And Krillin's like, no time. We got to move Goku. No time.
We'll explain. Part 1, no, we didn't. Part 2, we'll explain later.
Right. And this is where I got to like the joke that Yamcha does. Because as they are moving Goku into the back of the plane, Yamcha's like, whoa, Goku gained a few pounds. And then Krillin's like, well, yeah, he hasn't been doing much. And that's they played that kind of for a laugh.
What the fuck?
But yeah, Yamcha, what are you doing?
But honestly, both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's being real fucking lazy.
Maybe it was
Fat
helping
piece of
fight the
shit.
androids. Also, Goku gained a few pounds over the course of 2 days.
That's not what happens when you have a life-threatening disease.
quite the opposite, I bet, is Goku is burning more calories now in his sleep than Yamcha has training in all of his life. Boom!
Got him.
Craned his ass.
There's that. I wish Krillin, within universe, I wish Krillin would have been like, guess you're just not training that hard, huh, Yamcha? Piece of shit.
That's the one. That should have been the line.
And then Yamcha's like, yeah, I've been reading up.
I put on some brain mass.
Mm-hmm.
See, if Tien was there, I think Tien would have made that comment. Tien would have been like, what have you been doing here? Obviously not training.
Yeah. Wait, you've just been sitting worrying? That doesn't do any good.
Fret training doesn't do anything for the
Yeah.
abs.
Well, you need workout sweat, not flop sweat.
There are two kinds. Look it up.
There's a video about how workout sweat actually burns more calories than other sweat.
It's heavier sweat too, so you lose more weight faster when you do workout sweat. And flop sweat is actually more hydrating than regular sweat because it's got less saline because your body's not working hard enough. Also, try my supplement. HGH is great. GH.
The best kind of sweat is obviously nervous about calling a girl sweat.
It's pure. You can bottle that and sell it on Etsy.
In little jars.
Little tiny vials.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what a... I hate that.
Yeah.
Shame on both of them.
And that kind of it felt like it soured what was a great second half of this episode, where we got enough exposition at before the commercial break. We had a very fun yakety sax chase sequence, and then I don't know, it could have been a bit lighter of we're gonna get Goku out of here, and then we're all gonna train. But instead, it was what will happen next. Will they move Goku in time? Oh, Gohan showed up. That's cool. Also, Bulma gets a mysterious call.
Oh yeah, we did end on a bit of a cliffhanger. Who's calling Bulma?
My guess.
Do you know?
Yajirobe. It's Yajirobe, and the call is coming from inside the house.
I just want you to know I emailed you my invoice for my scarf. Just wanted to confirm that you got the email.
Jeez, Yajirobe, I did. Quit calling me.
That's
I
a
take care of
30-day. 30-day turnaround on that, please.
No, any contract stipulates 90-day payment terms.
I'm saying 30.
Well, I'm saying goodbye.
Click.
For you.
She hung up on me, Corey.
Oh, sorry, kiddo.
That's
I
it.
wasn't sure why you wanted me on the three-way call, but now I get it, kinda.
You're like my lawyer.
Yeah.
Did you write any of that down? How rude she was to me so I can use it in court later when I small claims her ass?
I told you I'd get you on to Judge Judy. I didn't say I'd do anything else.
Well, you and Jude you were tight.
Oh, yeah. Judy and I, we went to high school together.
What?
Yeah.
What class?
We had economics class together.
Intro
to econ. I sat third row. She sat second row.
That's a hell of a memory.
I would always kick a chair just to let her know I was there.
Were you a kitten at this point?
I was just a little kitten at that point. I had the zoomies. It was hard to keep me in line.
Were you just a class pet?
Oh no.
Hold on.
The pot that we have our calls on is there are ripples in it.
I just happen to have your yearbook here.
No, don't look at it.
Let's see, braces.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Eyeglasses.
They were so thick.
Wait, you dyed your hair.
Yes. Okay.
Wait, were you trying to be emo? You died at pitch black.
Back in the day, black cats were cool. They were always cooler.
Like that, just trying to be emo like that one band who did Closing Time.
Just like that one band. You know, that song was being played when we left the malt shop back in the day.
6 p.m., you kids get out of here. Go road race? I don't know what you guys did.
We tore up fences. And I sang on them late at night.
Baseball bats to mailboxes.
Oh, you know it. Look,
Anyway.
I revealed quite a bit about myself, Yajirobe.
You sure did. Look, I'm gonna go eat more food from Capsule Corp.
All right. I'm gonna keep an eye on this Piccolo situation, if you know what I mean.
Did Kame ever pay you back for those gambling debts?
He's going to pay, Yajirobe. Trust me.
All right, I hear you hitting your staff to your paw menacingly.
Tap, tap, tap. These paps are for anyone.
Anyway, all right. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Love you.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Click.
Click. and scene and episode.
And scene and episode. That's the end. Boy, oh boy. This is one of the first true cliffhangers that we've been left on in a while. So excited to see what happens in the next episode. So you got to tune in. That's it for this episode of Kame House Party. As a reminder, we are part of the Moonshot Network. So go over to moonshotpods.com. Check out all the great podcasts that I'm sure you heard an ad for in the middle of this episode. Check them out. They're all great. We love the podcast minds over here. Andrew and Riley doing a great job. And also on the Moonshot tip, the big charity stream for Trans Lifeline is happening this Memorial Day weekend. So please go to twitch.tv/Moonshot.
This weekend.
As we're releasing this?
Yeah. It's Memorial. Yeah.
So
Vince, this is 1, 2. This is 3 days away from when we drop this episode.
Oh my goodness. So you better go over to twitch.tv/Moonshot. Follow, subscribe, because you're not going to want to miss all the streaming action. I'm going to be doing a bunch of the segments. I've got my own segment called We Be Burnin', where I'm going to be playing through as many Burnout games as humanly possible during my hour and a half block of time. We've got another anime.
Oh, I was just going to say, Vince, we got times for, if you only want to see Vince, shame on you. Watch the whole thing.
Watch the whole thing.
Have it in the background. Donate money. Okay, the main thing to do, donate money.
Yes.
Then you can turn it off if you want. Second, after that, keep it on in the background. Third, actively watch and participate in the chat.
That's number 3.
Those are the tiers.
Yeah.
But Friday, May 26th is when We Be Burning is 9 p.m. Eastern time. So if you just want to see Vince, they'll be there. And then Saturday, May 27th at 4 p.m. Anime Sports Center. I believe you're a panelist on that show.
I am.
Anything else that you're doing on here?
I believe there's isn't there a Hitman bingo that's happening? Maybe that's Sunday, I believe.
Hitman bingo's at 3 p.m. Right at 3 p.m. Saturday. That's a 2-hour block of Vince.
That's right. And then I think there was one more. Oh, the Hot Wheels. There's Hot Wheels, like a nice
leading the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's Sunday, May 28th at 3 p.m.
There it is. So there you go. Mark your calendars. Put on Google alerts.
That's 3 days of Vince.
It's 3 days. This guy, I got you for 3 days. 3 days of playtime.
It is playtime.
It is playtime. And it's for a great cause, benefiting Trans Lifeline. So more than ever do we need to support our trans folks, our LGBTQ folks. So Do not be shy with the wallets, folks. Donate early and often if you can. And yeah, what else we got going on?
That's the big thing.
That's the big thing. We're going to keep it. That's the big thing. So
Mhm.
going over to moonshot.tv or twitch.tv/moonshot and follow to make sure you don't miss any of that hot stream in action. With all that out of the way, Aaron, all I got to say is whether you are riding your
Mhm.
hog through the Mushroom Kingdom or you're thinking of
Mhm.
girls that kissed you and then leaved them, you gotta
keep
keep
five.